Alright, so we're doing a review of the Moxie video because a couple days ago, the advertisement for this Moxie Robot came across my normal YouTube feed, and I was pretty blown away. And I sent it to Courtney, and she was pretty blown away. And I looked around to see if there was anybody doing reviews on it, and there isn't anybody. So we thought we'd pitch in and see how it goes. Mostly just because we need to vent, not because anybody's actually gonna watch this. but
we feel good about it.
We're gonna vent. Spoiler alert: we do not like the Moxie Robot. We think it is evil. So this is the beginnings. First of all, you can see the child in his bedroom.
Riley. Riley. Hi. There's someone here who wants to meet you.
All right. So there's a kid in his bedroom alone, and it looks like it's a well done bedroom. I mean, there's some stuff in there. There's like toys and whatnot, and so it's not like the parents are keeping him in a cage, I guess. But when the parents come into the room, the kid obviously doesn't care that the parents are there. He's got a device. And so a couple of yellow flags go up in my head. Not really red flags, but yellow flags, where you've got a kid by himself in his bedroom. Which our kids don't spend time in their bedrooms. Mostly because we've hold this straight stuff. Hold this straight. Mostly because we've made it not entertaining to be in their bedroom because we don't want them in there all the time. Like there's no TVs, there's no devices or anything. But he spends his time in his bedroom and he has a device. Our kids don't have devices in their bedrooms. If they have a device, they have it out in a public area, in a family area, and they have it for a limited amount of time. So a few yellow flags, not really that big a deal.
I think it's important to say though that we really promote spending time together. That's what's most important. So it's not like we just don't want them in their room and we're trying to be really controlling. It's just that spending time together is our priority. And that is what we want. So the first thing when I saw this little kid all by himself in his room looking like he's just so lonely and so sad all over his iPad. And I'm like, what is this kid doing on his iPad all alone in his bedroom? And where are his parents? What the crap?
And it's like, oh, the parents are there because they're going to engage the kid and like do something parenting with him, but no, they're just like, someone else besides your parents is here to meet you. Like, we're not here for you, we're just here to introduce this next thing that's for you, that we bought for you.
Oh, it's so sad.
Oh my gosh.
My name is Moxie. I'm a new robot. What is your name?
I'm Riley.
It's nice to meet you, Riley. What do you do to get ready for bed?
Brush my teeth and read a story.
I love stories. Would you read a story to me?
Okay, so robot introduces itself. I guess it's kudos to building a robot. That's cool. But I think the common theme that I took away from this whole video is that the robot really isn't for kids. It's not teaching kids how to be better people. It's really for parents. The robot is teaching parents how to be parents. And that's not how it would be used, obviously. But that's really the correct function of the robot, is to put it by a parent, and the robot will say, okay, parent, now ask the child what they do to get ready for bed. And the parent says, oh yeah, that's a good idea. What do you do to get ready for bed? I brush my teeth and read a story. Okay, parent, now ask the child to read you a story. Oh yeah. Hey, you could read me a book, like read me a story. Like it's so weird. So weird. And the dad's on cue. He's gonna like go get a book because the robot's like, oh yeah, story, that's a good idea, let's do that.
I don't even have words for it.
It's so weird. Alright.
Sure.
Oh, that.
Luna woke with a lovely dream, still fresh in her mind, gracefully gliding across the shimmering ice rink.
Last one. Breathing exercises always help me relax. Riley, we have a new mission. Would you make a drawing for me?
Okay.
So I do feel that this is a pretty accurate representation of how it would go in reality. So the parents are there with the kid and the robot for the first couple minutes, right? Like, oh yeah, is it working? Like, let's see, can we be here and not interact and the child will do something productive, like read a book? It's working. All right, let's slowly step away. And pretty soon the robot's got the kid on a freaking mission to draw some picture, because the parents, of course, would never be able to challenge their kids to draw pictures. So the robot challenges them to draw pictures. He draws a picture and then he leaves it on the nightstand. And then after the mom is all done doing her thing, she comes back to find the picture and she's like, oh my gosh, I have such an amazing child because they drew a picture. So bizarre.
I just think the craziest thing is that the child is connecting with the robot instead of his,
Oh, we haven't even got to that part yet.
instead of his parents, and he just lights up. Like, what kills me is he just lights up that someone is even paying attention to him. So my red flag would be, what is the relationship before the robot even came in? Like, it's just so sad that any interaction, even though it's not a human being, is just so much better than what he's getting now. And that poor
he's
kid.
so desperate for, we talked about this before. He's so desperate for some kind of connection that he lights up for the robot. If we put that robot in front of our kids, they'd be like, oh, cool. And then after like a couple seconds of them interacting with the robot, they would, like, I guarantee they would be looking at us like, what is going on here? Like, this doesn't feel right. I'm talking to my parents like a robot, and like,
Or they would be like, or they would be like, Mom and Dad, can you play with me with it?
Yeah.
They would never do it by themselves.
yeah, it would just be too weird for him. It would be too weird for him. Stop moving the camera around.
I'm not trying to.
All right, here we go.
I'm so excited for you to tell me about the dentist. I've never been to one,
You don't have teeth.
but I can still smile.
So the robot's
And
funny.
then what happened?
He said he didn't want to play with me anymore.
Thank you for telling me about your day. Sometimes holding a friend's hand makes me feel better. Do you want to try squeezing my hand?
So what's our new mission, Moxie?
Okay, so that's kind of a heart-wrenching moment where the child, first of all, a kid goes to the dentist. As a parent, you better be talking to your kid about their experience at the dentist. Like, that's a big no-brainer. That's an easy one, softball. And then when it comes time to like talking to your kids about the school stuff or whatever, their friends, maybe they don't want to talk, fine. But they should be able to talk to somebody, and they should be able to connect with them over it. And hopefully the person that they connect with is someone that they can have a relationship with beyond the age of 10. Because this robot's not going to be around for this kid when they're 16 and they're doing drugs. They're not going to be like, oh, I need a friend. Let me go see what my Moxie robot thinks about my friends doing drugs or something. Like, it's insane to think that all of this connection is going into this robot. And then when that robot's gone, the child at their adolescent years will be left empty. Just crazy.
I think what kills me is, why haven't the parents made a relationship safe to where the child can go tell them those things? Like, what has happened to where the child feels like, I can't go to my parents?
Well, typically what happens, we can
Or
go
I
on and on
can't,
about it. But typically what would happen in this scenario is that instead of connecting, the child will run away and entertain. So he has a bad day at school, iPad, okay, fine, give him the iPad, and he's just sitting there distracting, never connects over it. And so, yeah, the parents just don't have time for it, they're not interested, and I get it, it's hard. Like, it's a hard decision, you're both working, don't have time, stressed, money, I get it. But also, the robot's $1,500. If you've got time, if you've got that kind of money, you also have time to parent, because not everybody's gonna be buying this robot. Thankfully, could you imagine a whole generation raised on Moxie? Oh yeah, I had a Moxie when I was a kid. Oh, that explains a lot. Jeez.
You'll need paper and a pencil. We are going to make some kind of notes. For this mission, you'll need to talk to one of your friends about what makes them happy. And then
Okay, baby steps here, because the robot inspired the kid to write their mom a love note. I literally did this just before I saw this video pop up on YouTube. Courtney was taking a nap, and I had all the kids draw her pictures. So then when she woke up, there's pictures of us on the fan. Remember with the bears and stuff? So super ironic, just mind blowing. And then the next one is they're inviting friends over to talk about things that make them happy.
Tell me all about it. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Mom, can we invite Mason over to play?
Sure.
I have a new mission. We're gonna talk about things that make us happy. Bye, Moxie.
See you soon.
Okay, so yeah, soft skills are essential, and you know, not ironic, but it's a little too coincidental that the company's name is called Embodied, and there's a Moxie Robot, and their motto is soft skills are essential, right? And it's just taking the soft skills of the parent and putting them into a robot so that the parents can basically leave and the child can be raised by a robot. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Any parting words?
No, I really am speechless still. Like, I feel sad for those families.
You want to say something, Lala?
So I get how the robot is disconnecting the kid because he's like more into the robot. He's like not really to his mom. Like wants to do what the robot do. Like the robot doesn't know what it's doing. He's just saying weird stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Pretty good.
Would you like to have a robot like that?
I don't know.
Would you rather play with us?
Well, it'd be fun to have a robot.
But a good one.
Yeah, like a good, yeah. I'd rather have, like, not that one. Not Moxie.
Well, you guys are pretty intrigued with electronics, so I'm sure you guys would love to have a robot.
No, I don't go, no.
I don't do electronics
All right, that's it. Out.